We did it, guys. We did it. Hey, YouTube, how's it going? It's Ked. We reached 100 subscribers, which I know isn't like the most monumental milestone, but this is fucking huge for me. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. I feel like LeBron James going, Cleveland, this is for you. I actually hit this pose outside of my balcony when it happened. I was wearing exactly this outfit with a sword. And it was for the movie 100. I always wonder why it's called 300. You know, actually, I do know the story. Don't crack me. All right. Now I know what you guys are thinking, right? Like 100 subs, really? This is a load of baloney. This is a very small milestone. Well, it took me 9 years to get to where I am, and for my 100 subscriber special, because most of you guys are only subbed in the last year, and we'll get to that. I want to tell you guys, how did I get here? That's a gem for anyone who doesn't know. This is Desmond the Moon Bear references that we're whipping out here for you guys. This is what we do when we get 100 subs. This shit right here is why you pay me the big bucks. I'm just kidding. You guys give me the biggest drug rush. Like, I don't know what drugs are like, but getting nice comments, that shit feels like crack, all right? And when I get a bad comment, it's like when you have an adverse reaction on acid. I don't know. We're not going to get too much into drugs. I don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Unless they're safe. I don't know. Shit. Anyways, I want to talk about my first year on YouTube. This was in 2017. That's right. I went by the name Hella, as you can see there. The reason I went by Hella was because the actual name was going to be Hella Boys. Like, that was the clique. It was called Hella Boys. I was the only one that was in on it, apparently, so I just created Hella. And I didn't want to have my name out there online and stuff like that, so I just went by Hella. And I think it was actually a Gmail I got from Google, and they called me Hella because I made my name Hella Boys, right? But they split it, and they're like, hey, Hella. And I was like, that's sick. We're going to make that my name, And I went by Hella for a while. I shout out. This, by the way, was the first video I ever made on the 2nd of January. It was I drew this in, I believe it was Google Drawings. You could see the artistic nature. Like, I actually am no better now than I was then, but it is something to, admire that I was doing this on Google Drawings. If there's a will, there's a way. This is supposed to be me in a hoodie, but you could see that I just made myself black. I'm not black. I don't know if I made that clear or not. I'm very pasty. Maybe I was trying to give off the aura. This guy actually looks super rapey. I don't know what I was going for here. I don't know what kind of bitches I was trying to pull. I didn't know what the hell I thought I was doing. And when I look at the title, it was like a very self-defeating title. Like, it was an intro. It was like, who is Hella? Warning, you will cringe. You will die. You're going to get a love for turtles. Like the I Like Turtles kid. I was so unfunny back then. But reason I made this video, reason I made it on this date was because I had gotten a Blue Yeti for Christmas. And my parents had no idea what this Blue Yeti was going to do to me as far as my content creation. On that day, I thought that I was going to become the next Rice Gum. Yeah, that's right. Rice Gum. Not fucking Leafy or... who are the kids like? Odd Ones Out. Odd Ones Out used a Blue Yeti. That's who I got the Blue Yeti idea from. No, I wanted to be the next Rice Gum. So a lot of my early videos were diss tracks. That's right. And you might be thinking to yourself, like, diss tracks? Yeah, diss tracks. I made diss tracks on Maddie B. I made diss tracks on fucking Bad Baby back when you guys knew her as Cash Me Outside Girl. I made diss tracks on my classmates. I made diss tracks on fucking everybody, dude. Nobody was safe. Prime Hella was just running shit. I actually did look like this. I was a creature of the night, just sucking blood and cock. But yeah, it was just insane. I had some gay bars in there too, like in the Maddie B diss track. It was like, before I go down on you, like, I got bullied. I got bullied a lot for my videos. All my friends thought they were cringe. I didn't really get much support. I actually had one kid in middle school who would like say to me like, "Oh, Kat, I go in there and I dislike all your videos." And I was like, well, that's a dick move, right? And sure enough, he would do that. He would go onto my channel, every video that I ever uploaded, and I put effort and soul into, they would just dislike it. And I wasn't using Shotcut either. I was using some bullshit program that it was free, but I'm pretty sure I got like 9 viruses on it. I think my dad's information is like with some Senegalese man. Some guy out there is just posing as my dad. You know, yeah, I am Ked's dad. It's ridiculous shit. But no, I quit halfway through the year. I went to go see my family. And it was after that I was like, I'll give it a shot. And then after I made one video and I was done. I really didn't have the motivation for it. Now again, let me make it clear. Also, I did mention that I was somewhat bullied. I was low key the problem too. I wasn't safe. Like, I grew up on a massive culture of roasting back then. And maybe we'll get to that story another day about my roasting, right? But I talk about it like I'm fucking Pac-On. This is so corny. But yeah, I stopped uploading like 6 months later. I had about 20 to 30 subs, and then they, started unfollowing. And I didn't make content on YouTube until 2019 again, where I was making what I like to call my with lads content. This is the with lads era. Podcasting with lads, gaming with lads, anything to do with lads, because I wanted to make content with my friends. That was, I didn't think I wanted to be the next Vanoss per se, but I wanted to have fun with my friends, record it and upload it so I can have that memory forever and share it with people. This led to me uploading one of my bigger videos, which was the second episode of Gaming with Lads, which I think is now called like something about CSGO, like Diffusal Gods. And don't look up what the original thumbnail for that was. It's a guy stroking his schmeat, but I edited it a lot, so it looks like he's using a flashbang. I might get in trouble for that. But yeah, this only lasted a couple of years. The main reason being that I moved. So a lot of the friends that I made with lads content with, I was now on a bit of a time zone difference, so that sucked. So that'll do it. That actually will just end that. And then on top of that, I felt like I was a dick whenever I was recording with my friends, because I could tell that the verbiage, the discussions, everyone walks on eggshells when somebody's recording or streaming. And whether or not you realize that, it's just the truth, right? Like, you're not going to say personal things while someone else is recording. You're not going to cuss as much. Even if you're black, you're not going to drop racial slurs, right? Like, it's shit that happens when a camera, someone is recording you, that you need to be on your best behavior. And when you're chilling with your friends, you don't want that, right? So that's sort of what ended the With Lads era. Also, I was just tired of editing, and I just wanted to hang out with my friends, right? So after the With Lads era, we get to a time where I actually didn't upload at all. I streamed on Twitch. And by the way, these followers, I'm like 99% sure they're bots. If Twitch wants to ban me, you can go for it. I never bought any bots. I think that shit's dumb. I was at about 300 followers before someone like botted me 3,000. Freaked me the fuck out. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any of my VODs up or anything like that. But as far as YouTube videos I made the power scaling mascots video. This is a banger. Like just look at the thumbnail. We got the Gerber baby, right? And Bob the Builder. Of course, Bob the Builder would run my shit, but the Gerber baby, it's on site, right? This Gaming with Lads episode was actually filmed live. And then the other one was this Kedis here 1K pack. It was a Bed Wars video, actually, where I was showcasing my my skin, my texture pack for hitting 1K followers on Twitch. But then I remember that it's all bots. And I lost the file for this. So it was actually a dope pack, because I did just steal a lot of people's packs and shit, right? Like, I had some fucking what's that girl's name? 02, I think it is. I had like a 02 inventory. I had this background you could see here. I edited the blocks so they all had K's on it. I thought it was a tight fucking pack, and I've lost it, so that's unfortunate. But I don't play Bed Wars anymore, so it is what it is. But yeah, this was something. It was a huge stretch. I'll say it was like 21 to like 22. I really streamed mostly in 2021, in that summer, and then afterwards I kind of just, school and, the fact that I didn't want to sit in front of a camera for hours on end just talking to like 3 people. It's a depressing thing. I feel like it's a lot more fun when you're recording these sort of rant videos on YouTube as opposed to streaming, because I know an audience is eventually going to watch what I'm making right now, but on Twitch, it's like there's 3 people watching you, and when it gets tough and there's like one viewer or no viewers, you're like, damn, I really should just like go outside. You know, it's something. You know, masturbation all of a sudden doesn't seem like a big waste of time. But yeah, I need to speed this up because I'm at 10 minutes right now, and I haven't even gotten to like the modern stuff and the story I want to tell you guys about my videos. So we'll move on. All right, we got Modern Ked. Modern Ked actually starts on this date. I decided that I'd get back into making videos on the channel because I had a friend of mine who I told in college about my YouTube channel, and he said he liked what I made and that I should make more videos. Shout out to him. I'm not going to say his name, but he knows who he is because I'll just say he makes Roblox games. All right, this guy's the fucking goat. Shout out to him, dude. Hell, I'm about to suck a guy's dick over a YouTube video, right? Homie, like, you're one of the goats, all right? Like, you're a stand-up dude. But anyways, enough glazing this dude because, yeah, you know, holy shit, Ked is gay, right? I have a woman, so make that very clear. Yeah, Modern Ked. I've uploaded a wide variety of content, and I wanted to show this. I believe these are my subs, and these are my views. I just wanted to share this because I'm very inconsistent with my uploads this year. You could split Modern Ked up into a few categories. Of course, we had pre-25, but in 2025, this was what I tried doing: high level videos, like higher quality edits and stuff. I had my Photoshop video, my Ball Gods, and of course my biggest video to date, or the greatest team in NBA history you never heard of. That's one of my favorite videos I've ever made too, and that's what caused this massive spike in subs, I'm pretty sure. I haven't had anything like that before or since. The only problem is that video took like a week and a half to make, and I felt like I had to put a lot of effort into it. Like I was tanking in school and shit because of it. So I can't make content like that now, but oh well, I can. I can for the right price. I also was shilling out my editing. So this time period was like I was just uploading commentary stuff. You guys saw that, like my Passport Bros Are Evil video, or why people shouldn't use Linux, which I need to go back and retract that because I actually fuck with Linux so heavy right now. So thank you to everyone that put me on. This is also my views and videos. So there's actually a bit of a correlation here. Like for every video I've uploaded, like it correlates to, you know, growth on the channel. Like you could see like 3-4 major bursts on the channel of my subs and my views. And it corresponds directly with my uploads. Which leads me to something I want to talk about now that I've hit 100 subs. All right, what's the next goal? You know, it took me 9 years to hit 100 subs. What's the next goal? Well, I think that the next goal should be to really play it by ear. Because look at this, right? I was at 50 subs, right? This was the start of 2025. I was at 50 subs. And you can see it's very stagnant. The history of Ked is a very volatile one in the sense that, you know, shit hits the fan and yeah, but we're at 50 now, or we're at 50 then. But if you look throughout the year, it's just like we staircased our way into 100, which I'm very grateful for. So honestly, I don't know what I should make the next goal, because if you look at this, right, I only uploaded in 3 bursts and we saw this growth, and it only happened during these bursts. So what I'm going to do is I have videos like loaded in the chamber, ready to go, ready to fire away, so that I'll be good till New Year's, and we'll see how the growth looks then. And yeah, I mean, once I figure out what it is then, I'll probably set a goal at the New Year's time, make it my resolution that I actually have to stick to. Because I haven't stuck to a New Year's resolution in a minute. Besides this one, actually, getting 100 subs, but I feel like it was too easy. It's too easy. And it wouldn't have been easy without you guys. All right. So I just told you guys about 9 years of my life and the 9 years about this channel. So I want to tell you guys about why, why do I still upload when it took me 9 fucking years to get to 100 subscribers? This is story time with Ked. All right, story time, right? I think that sorry. I think that this was one of the most impactful moments of my life. It was I was in my school doing the Gaming with Lads era, and my school had a career day. Now, career day is a day where parents come into school who have cool ass jobs and they brag about how awesome their job is and how much we suck. And we had a lot of cool parents come in and talk about what it is that they did for a living. However, I couldn't tell you shit about what it is that they were saying because I'm going to keep it real. Like, a lot of that job stuff went in one ear and out the other. We at the Ked Is Here channel stay unemployed. I had two major groups of... With all that said, I have two very vivid memories about who it is that I remember. All right? We had a dentist who I remember very well, and we had a corporate executive. Okay? The dentist taught me that all dentists are fucking psychopaths. I say that because this dentist, first of all, didn't even look human, okay? This dentist had like no soul in the back of their head. It felt like you guys ever seen the movie Us? And it's like all the woven people and shit. That's how this person looked. Not only that, but this person was talking about med school, and they were going off about like with joy, with like actual joy, like you just adopted a golden retriever that this person skinned a man's face, a dead man's face, like a real dead man's face. They skinned it, and they were like talking about it like it was the greatest thing to ever come about. That shit is nightmare fuel to any kid that wants to go to the dentist, because you're not going to put me on fucking laughing gas if you like skinning people's faces off. All right? Oh, it's just a cavity. We have to get the filling in. How do I fill your mouth with my cum? Yeah. I'll get cavities. George Washington had cavities. I'm fucking awesome. I'm like George Washington. All right, no, enough about dentists, right? That's not what I want to bitch about. The corporate executive. I remember the corporate executive talking about their job. And they were very passionate about their job. They were a leader. They were an expert. They really loved what they did. They, they talked about, finding purpose, it being fulfilling, it being lucrative. They were talking about, it pays the bills, right? And again, this whole time during the presentation, everyone's like, wow, this person has a very storied and established career, and they must love it. And I thought that too. And I remember at the end of the presentation, they said something that haunts me. And I think about it more and more as I get older. They said if they could do life over, they wouldn't change a thing, except for giving acting a shot. Acting. You got to think about this, right? This individual will make more money in a year than I will in a lifetime. This person has a very fulfilling job to them, has one that brings them immense joy and happiness and purpose. Yet, this childhood itch of always wanting to be an actor as a kid still bites them. And it's the only thing that haunts them to this day. And I share this story because I want to tell you guys in the audience that, success, having all the money in the world, having the love for what you do, you know, having everything you could ever achieve as far as success is considered. Because remember, this is a corporate executive we're talking about. And yet acting was the thing in the back of their mind. So the moral of the story that I want to share with you guys today, and this is an I'm 13 and I'm so deep moment, I understand. But the moral of the story that I want to share with you guys is you guys need to chase your dreams, all right? They may seem ridiculous, but let's think about this for a second, okay? Let's say this is a graph. I'm Pirate Software Maxing, okay? Let's say this is your reward function. This is the time. I think it's the other way around, right? But let's say it's like this. It's obviously not really like this. It's much more curvy and stupid and disgusting. But really, let's just simplify it to this. You'll never know how successful you'll be in what it is that you think is stupid if you stop right here. Right? If I had stopped in 2019, I would have been sitting at 20 subs and I've had to tell my kids that I was some stupid fucking rice gum wannabe. Rice gum of all people too. Can you imagine that? And I'd sit there and I'd be like, hey kids, let's go listen to my Matty B diss track. And they're like, no, Daddy, I don't want to listen to your Matty B diss track. And I'm like, oh, you're going to listen to my Matty B diss track and you're going to memorize the bars. And you just hear me like my fucking 12, 13-year-old self just going, yeah, I'm going to go down on you, Matty B, and I'm going to eat your ass. This is real. I actually did make a bar about going down on Matty B. If we get to 1,000 subs, I may just have to react to my old diss tracks, you know? This will be your treat. But for 100 subs, I want to tell you guys that, you know, this was a hell of a journey. And hopefully for all my other milestones, it won't take 9 fucking years. Or else I'll be 90 by the time I'm monetized, right? And with that, I have been capital K, E to the double D, Ked. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next one. By the way, once again, thank you guys so much for 100 subs. I couldn't do it without all of you. And yeah, let's keep this Ked train going. 2025 is the year of the Ked. You know, and by the way, if anyone's still watching this and isn't subscribed, like if you do, right? I can't like promise everything, but I can guarantee that you'll just be swarmed in pussy if you want pussy. If you're gay and you like dick, like take dick up your ass. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, if you're a guy and you like chicks, like this is the way to score. You know? Hey, Bavis, we're gonna score if we sub to Ked is here. Whoa, we're gonna score? Yeah. Beavis and Butthead would actually just end on episode 1 if they were subbed to me. All right. You guys get out of here. You guys go enjoy the elements. It's fucking beautiful outside. Maybe not where you are. It's winter or summer, depending on what side of the world you're on. And yeah, you guys are fucking fantastic. Once again, thank you. And I'm out.